All right, boys, this is how I lost $2,980 and 50 cents with across my 5 accounts with 3 trades. So I took 3 10 a.m. trades. Starting with the daily time frame, we had this fair value gap right here. I'm just gonna mark it out real quick. And I had this as my draw on liquidity. And we had another draw on liquidity, which was this 4-hour fair value gap down here. Boom, boom. I'm gonna delete this one just for clarity. And we had this rejection block. Then on the 1 hour, we had this intermediate low and actually a rejection block right there. I just marked out the intermediate low because that was my draw, my first draw that I wanted to see. Gonna delete this one again. Looking into the 10 a.m. setup that I wanted to take. It was pretty simple actually. We had a rejection block forming right out of 10 a.m., which was this one right here. It was a rejection block because we had this data low that that it rejected, and I wanted to see the CE up into the daily fair value gap. What happened actually, I went into the 1 minute time frame. We had this entry trigger right here, and I thought that we would, after it formed, that I was a bit late when it went further up, and I just market ordered with one contract, just with relatively little risk up there, and I still had a limit order at the 5 minute rejection block CE right here, and my average was 28,983.25. It failed then, and I just thought that my bias was wrong, but I was still looking at another way to enter 4 shorts then into this intermediate low. We had a rejection block, and also it was an OTE right here. Boom, boom, and I just limited it from here. I'm gonna delete this for the clutter. And I took this trade right here, small risk again into the intermediate low, and another shot after this one formed here. Boom, boom. And with my stop loss at the 0.79, just to be a bit more safe. And I lost this one again. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was unfortunate because we had a 5 minute entry trigger actually from the 1 hour rejection block. I didn't see that one. I was focused so much on the intermediate low that I didn't check this one. Boom, boom. And then we had this trade right here, which was the best trade actually. Looking into longs here, stop loss right there, and then looking into either this high, which was 8.68 R, or actually even into this high or the daily fair value gap, which would have been insane, but to be honest, this one would have made the most sense in my opinion. That's pretty much it for today's recap. More are gonna come, and yeah, thank you for watching.